In today's video, I'll be sharing with you 7 tools that you can use as a writer to build your business as a writer. I've used these tools myself. I can attest to their effectiveness. And if you stay tuned, you'll get all these tools and be able to make more money as a writer. Hey there, bosses, G Nontra here. You are welcome to my channel. On this channel, I give you tips, resources, and strategies on how to make a living with your writing as well as creative entrepreneurship. If that sounds like a cup of tea, then make sure to smash that subscribe button to join our community. The first tool I'll talk about is Help a Reporter Out, aka Harrow. Help a Reporter Out is a website where you can basically set yourself up as either a journalist or writer, or you can set yourself up as a source. And what this does is that you can put out, let's say that you're writing a piece, you're writing an article, and you need people to interview for that particular subject. You can put a call out on Help a Reporter Out, and you will get tons of people that could be sources for whatever it is that you're writing. This is how a lot of journalists, a lot of news reporters actually get sources to back up what they're saying, right? Because we're not experts in everything, and so you decide that you're going to write an article about the keto diet, but you need to interview somebody that knows the science behind it. You can go to Help a Reporter Out, put out a call for people who are sources for that, and they will reach out back to you, and you can use them as sources within whatever article or piece that you're writing. Harrow. Another way you can use Help a Reporter Out is for you yourself to become a resource to other writers. And I've also done this myself, where I've responded to people's pitches on Harrow and become a source. And when that happens, they coach you, and then they also link to your website, which is really, really helpful for search engine optimization purposes, but that's not for today's video. The second set of tools I'm going to talk about, LinkedIn and Twitter. All right, so I made them one tool, one line item, because they're both social media platforms, but if you watch me, then you know how much I love LinkedIn. But on LinkedIn and Twitter, a lot of the time, people do put out calls for writers. And so if you're looking for writing gigs, both of these places are places that you can check out. All you would need to do is just type in, both Twitter and LinkedIn have search functions. And so all you would do is type in call for writers or looking for writers. And usually that brings up a ton of results, and you can respond accordingly to those calls. Number 3 is Google Docs. Now, Google Docs, I feel like is not hyped as much as it needs to be hyped. It's a fantastic tool. The whole Google Drive suite is fantastic. I especially love Google Docs because I can write in Google Docs. Anything I can write in Google Docs, basically. But another beautiful thing about Google Docs is that I can share that document with people. And so I prefer to use Google Docs because it allows me to share my work and collaborate on my work with my clients within Google Docs. So if they needed me to fix something, they could leave me a comment on Google Docs. I could go back, check that out, resolve the issue. So I love it. There's a video I did that's somewhere here that you can check out on the features of Google Docs that are really, really helpful to you as a writer, help you get your work done and be more effective. Check that video out after you're done with this video. Number 4 on the list is Google Scholar. And Google Scholar, because you're going to do research when you're writing, and most likely you're going to need academic sources for whatever it is that you're writing, right? Because research is what everything is built on. And so if you wanted to find research articles, if you wanted to find studies to back whatever it is that you're writing, Google Scholar can be a really wonderful place for you to go and look for those original studies that you can quote in your work. The 5th tool on the list is the Hemingway App. The Hemingway App is an app as well. It's a desktop app as well as a web browser app. So essentially you can use it on the internet and you can use it on your computer. And what it does is that it catches grammatical mistakes, it catches useless and needless sentences, which is a really important in writing, because whenever you want your writing to be really crisp and to the point, and without the use of fluffy words. I see a lot of that without the use of fluffy words, and I used to do this. So I was really grateful for the Hemingway app, which is free and which catches this stuff and allows you to actually write better. So I highly recommend the Hemingway app. Tool number 5 is Ubersuggest, and I actually have a whole video tutorial on Ubersuggest here that you can check out after this video. And I use Ubersuggest to come up with ideas for my clients and even for myself, even as I'm slowly inching back to writing blog posts. And the Ubersuggest is amazing. It's free, or you can pay for the tool, but even the free version is enough to get you what you want. And essentially what you do with Ubersuggest is you will either put in a keyword or the URL for a competing website. And when you put it in, you get to quote unquote spy on what other people are doing or what content pieces have been created around that specific keyword and how many people are searching for it per month, and who is ranking for what. So it's really helpful in giving you content ideas and giving you content ideas that you can really help to rank in search engines. And this is really important as a freelance writer, especially as a freelance writer that will be writing content marketing content for your clients, because when you're content marketing, what you're trying to do is use content to bring clients and customers to your client's website so that they eventually buy from them, right? And so it's important that as much as possible you make it so that potential clients for your clients can find them online, right? And content marketing, SEO especially, is a powerful way to do that. So if you can do that, and I highly recommend Ubersuggest as a tool for that, then your clients are going to love you forever, first of all, and you're always going to have work because you will know how to come up with topics that really do well in search engines. Tool number 7, which is also linked to content marketing and SEO, is a tool that is specific to WordPress. If you write in WordPress websites, you will see this, and it's called Yoast SEO. Yoast SEO is a WordPress plugin, and what it allows you to do is that as you write, it gives you like all these checkpoints on how well you're doing with formatting the piece of content you're writing so that it does better in search engines. Okay, again, this is going to be important if you want to be a marketable content marketing freelance writer. Okay, it's going to be essential. So if you tend to write content for clients who have WordPress, I highly recommend that you ask them to install the Yoast SEO plugin. Or if you have your own website, you can install the Yoast SEO plugin. You can write the content there and then use the Yoast SEO plugin to do checks and balances and then copy and paste it. I mean, it's a little bit more complicated, but essentially, if you're writing in WordPress, you should use Yoast SEO. It's really helpful. It's not the end or be all of checking to make sure that the post you're writing is SEO friendly, but it is really good because I've tested it. I've seen how it's helped one of my clients, especially with their traffic. Their organic free traffic from search engines has just shot up because I really honed in and paid attention to that at the very beginning when I started working with them. So highly recommend. I hope you found this video helpful. If there are other writing tools that you use that I didn't mention in this video, let me know below. I really like to learn about some new tools. I'm always open to learning new tools. So let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up.